So the food pantry set up earlier in the year, and one of the key things that we're all about is giving agency to people. So people pay £5 a week. You have to be a member of the food pantry, but you pay £5 a week and you get 15 to 20 quid's worth of shopping. Not only is it giving agency to people because they get to spend their own money, and it's slightly different to a food bank because they do get to choose what they receive in that shop, so it's tailored to them and their family and their needs. But also we're a lot more than that in that we operate as a warm bank now. And one of the key things that has come over the past few weeks is the need for people to have a little place of welcome to. You know, people are really stressed in life, people are really struggling, but they can come here on a Friday or a Saturday afternoon and just spend up to 2.5 hours with people that they see every week, chatting to people, get a cup of tea, cup of coffee, and you know, soup today as you've seen. So it's a really special place for people who come here. We work with some really lovely volunteers as well, as I said earlier, some who even use the pantry. So it's a really desperate situation for the people that are using this pantry. In the cost of living crisis, we've seen people become more and more desperate. We had a woman last week who came here who was crying because she'd received the food that we'd been able to provide her, and I just think it's a real shame on us as a country when we've got people who are crying because they've received food. We've got a situation where people are coming here and it's not just that they're struggling that week or they're struggling for a few days, they're literally struggling every single week. So one of the challenges that we have at the food pantry is the availability of resources. So as you know, we give food to people and other products too, but sometimes we worry that those resources might not always be there, so funding is a real issue and the availability of those resources, but we're really grateful that we get this space to use it for what it's needed for. It's a real community space as well, and it's really central, so anyone within 3 miles can come and use the pantry as long as you're a member of the pantry. But sometimes there's a bit of shame as well that people feel about going to something like this, but actually we want it to be really welcome, and that's why we provide this place of welcome. You know, providing lunch and other nice things that we can, because people deserve a nice space and a warm space.